Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. In this video, we are going to begin with a recap of the 2-1 loss to Manchester United yesterday in the Europa League in what was a disappointing result for us. We are going to be discussing on how the first and second half went about. Then to conclude this episode, talking about Jules Kounde, who after that disappointing defeat, of course, he said Barca will learn from the very painful defeat. We are going to be discussing on what the centre back had to say after the clash. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona have been eliminated from the 2022-23 Europa League thanks to a 2-1 defeat to Manchester United at Old Trafford on Thursday night in the second leg of their knockout playoff tie. Barca played a brilliant first half and took the lead, but couldn't sustain the same level in the second half and conceded 2 goals, and they really missed Pedri, Gavi and Ousmane Dembele when trying to make a late comeback. So in the first half, Barca made a very shaky start to the game, losing easy balls in midfield and conceding a huge chance to Bruno Fernandes that required a world-class save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The first 5 minutes were very concerning for Barca fans, but the last 40 were completely different. The Blaugrana utterly dominated the first period, with all 4 midfielders playing fantastic football on both ends and the back of 4 completely shutting down United's best attacking players. The Catalans took the lead 18 minutes in when Fernandes was called for a penalty when he fouled Alejandro Balde inside the box, and Robert Lewandowski barely got it past David De Gea to find the back of the net and put the Catalans ahead. Barca then nullified any threat of a United comeback by keeping the ball and moving it quickly through the lines and using the wings to great effect. They also pressed really high up the pitch and forced the Red Devils into bad mistakes at the back, and they had a couple of real opportunities to double the lead. At halftime, a fantastic performance from Barca had earned them a valuable 1-goal lead, but Man United were certainly going to up their level and launch a blitz in the second period. So the question was, would Barca remain poised and finish the job? Now, the second half, United started the second half with an equalizer, very fast, just 90 seconds in as Fred received a pass from Fernandes at the edge of the box and had plenty of time to take a touch and fire it past ter Stegen to make it 1-1 and immediately changed the game. The goal brought the crowd back into the match, and United totally dominated the following 10 minutes, and Barca started making some really poor mistakes in possession, which increased the pressure even more. The visitors managed to weather the storm without conceding a second, however, and slowly got back into the game by returning to their first half plan of keeping the ball and finding spaces in behind United's high line. Barca created a huge chance in the 6th to 5th minute with a cross from Balde that found Jules Kounde at the far post, but De Gea made a sensational save to send the Frenchman's header over the bar. The Catalans finally started to look settled and back to their rhythm, which made it even more painful when they conceded a second after Andres Christensen and Frankie de Jong made 2 big blocks inside the box. The ball fell to Anthony on the right wing, and the Brazilian found the bottom corner to give United the lead. Barca had 15 minutes to find a goal and send the tie to extra time, and both Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati came on as Xavi Hernandez looked for his 2 attacking substitutes to make a decisive impact. Ferran Torres nearly came up with some late magic with a beautiful pass to Lewandowski, who managed to beat De Gea before Rafael Varane made a brilliant goal line clearance. That was Barca's best chance in the dying moments, and the final whistle came to an end their European journey this season. This one is extra painful because Barca played really well at Old Trafford without their three most creative players, but they were sorely missed at the end of the game when the team needed a late goal. But Barca fans should be proud of this team. They definitely weren't embarrassed in Europe and held their ground against arguably one of the best teams in the world right now on both legs. Now they can concentrate fully in La Liga and learn the lessons from this painful night to continue evolving and try again in Europe next season. Then on to the next story of discussion. Jules Kounde admits that Barcelona's defeat to Manchester United in the Europa League is very painful, but should act as a learning process for the players. Barcelona were beaten 2-1 at Old Trafford in the second leg of the playoff tie, going out on 4-3 aggregate to Eric Ten Hag's side. Kounde says the dressing room is very disappointed by the loss and apologized to supporters for the early exit from the competition. He said, "This elimination is very painful. We had a good first half, and in the second half, we conceded too quickly. We lost control after the equalizer. We are very disappointed," he said. "I think we also have to give credit to our rival, who put in an extra gear in the second period. It was difficult for us. We have struggled. It is true that there is a lot of disappointment. I am sorry for the fans that came today and for the group because the goal was to win the Europa League," he said. Barcelona were without Pedri, Gavi, and Ousmane Dembele for the tie, which Kounde admitted was a crucial factor, but says the team can learn from this result. He said, "I think we have had a lot of casualties in the Champions League and the rivals are stronger. This should help us learn. We have to go one step further, and I'm sure we'll do it next year," he said. "I think this is not a failure because of how we have competed. We are playing against a very fit opponent. We are a young squad, and we must continue to grow," Kounde said. So Barca now head home to prepare for La Liga clash away to Almeria on Sunday. So yesterday's defeat, it is what it is. We'll just have to move on. You know, definitely some of our key players were not available for that clash. But I will not say that is entirely a reason or an excuse for us not to qualify. I think first half we played well, but second half, I don't know if Barca were too confident that they had the game in control. Ten Hag made a very, very wonderful change in his tactics, I guess, that Xavi was not aware of, because the way United took over the second period was wonderful. And they controlled the game, and it was like a totally different game in the second period, and they had to do that comeback. So we are out, and of course, it's not the worst elimination because we all know we competed at least, and United is on form. It's not like United is the United in the old. United is one of the best clubs now. So I think we just have to move on, knowing fully well that we have La Liga to win, and the Copa del Rey is still in the back. So let's just hope that things go in our favor. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.